said the other day, man, I've been peaceful about this. I really have been. I've been
I'm listening. Go ahead.
logical. No, I'm
You've been
thinking
measured. You have been.
smartly.
It's
I've
been
been
you've.
measured. I'm not making any emotional responses, and the conversation today kind of was I kind of hit her with the you still haven't talked to me about anything, but yet you still feel the need to ask me for things. Obviously, if you don't want me in your life and your kid's life, and you're not committed to this, that's where the help stops.
Yeah,
You know,
that's of course no,
and
and
I
that
said,
seems to me
a
like a
relationship is a two-way street when it comes to giving and taking.
yeah.
And I feel like I've just been giving for the last few months, to be honest with you. There hasn't been one thing that you've done for me that I can think back of. And her response was, you don't ask me for anything. I have no chance to even tell you no for anything. And I brought up two specific examples
I
in
well, I
which
would
she couldn't be there for me that absolutely like changed my view of the relationship that happened when I moved into my apartment. I asked her if she could be here for me,
yeah.
and she was like, yeah, and she ended up sleeping the whole day away, not showing up till 3 o'clock, staying for 15 minutes and saying, I'm having panic attacks too, I'm leaving.
Ay, 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 that sucks. That's not good.
Yeah, left
Did
me alone to hold the bag on the moving day, and then
and then you bent
she
over
hit me back.
backwards 3 or 4 different weekends to help her move, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah,
Weekends,
of
like
course.
multiple
Yeah, weekends.
days. Yeah, I mean
Yeah, two
multiple
full
days.
months of my life was dedicated to helping her move out of an apartment into a house.
Yeah, I remember this. Remember it was
Yeah,
crazy how many days you had to do this move. When it was all stuff wasn't boxed, stuff wasn't ready. It was
and it still ain't done.
yeah. So that's not cool. CB says, Mikey, stay strong, my dude. This girl is 100% using you. I hate saying it
And I
like that,
did bring
man.
that up. I brought that up in a message too, and she was like, "If you think you're being used, I'll pay you for your time." And I'm like, "That's not."
No, what the? Go fuck yourself. What the?
Yeah, nah,
Sorry, I
that
mean
shit
I don't
really
mean to
hit
say
me.
that for about. Sorry, I mean that might have been much for me to say. I apologize. I don't mean to say that. But no, I would that would have been my immediate reaction to that. I would have been like, you are you out of your
Oh, yo,
mind?
if that's your immediate reaction right now, here's the icing on the cake, and here's what I'm about to do. Like one of the last text messages she sent me was, "I know I couldn't be there those times that you needed me, and I can't believe you're holding that against me. To be honest, that's when I started viewing the relationship the same. I'm sick of feeling like a single mom when I have a partner."
Are you kidding me? After
Uh huh.
everything that you've done for her and everything you've offered her, unless
Uh
Mikey,
huh.
unless you've been sitting around and everything you've been telling us is all made up and this is all a big story you're
I'm really
telling
good
us,
at weaving stories, bro. I really am. But
that's what
I'm
I'm
not at a
saying. You're
point in
either
my
a
life where I
really
have the
good
bandwidth to do that.
you're either a really good liar, or which we've seen you're not. With all when you're taking, it was pretty obvious. We knew you were lying. You were lying last night when you were like, "Oh, I gotta go to work," and you were talking to her. We all know you're a bad liar. You ain't good at lying. So that's my point. At this point, you're obviously not making up everything you're doing for her. So for her to come back and say something like that is pretty ridiculous. And that must have hurt pretty bad, especially everything you've done
It does.
because
So
you've
the
been
hammer
bent.
I want to drop is, if you're really feeling like a single mom, I guess the transition ain't going to be that difficult. Send block.
That's a big hammer. I would before you even put
I'm not
before
going
you
to
block.
block. I
Well,
can't
if you do the
block because
block,
if something happens,
you can't say that word. If so, what do you mean if something happens? It's not your responsibility anymore. If something happens, either way. I mean that's kind of how that works.
I
But
know.
to not say. I think that's a that's an anger text and a
It
block.
is. It's an emotional
That's
layout.
not a closure text. That's not a closure text. I mean, you could make it a closure text. You add one sentence to say, "I'm sorry, things didn't work out. I tried very hard. All the best to you and your son." And then say, "I'm going to block you," and then you block her, and then you move on. If she can't, don't even give her the. If you're done and you feel like this is the hammer, that's the hammer. You know what I mean? This is a chisel. You're still that text is a little chisel because you'll unblock her. You'll go check to see.
I would unblock her. I'm not gonna block her. I wouldn't be able to block her anyways. I wouldn't do that to her.
Frankly, it's
It's
probably
a
it's
it's
really
an
honestly
immature move.
it is pretty immature. Trust me, I understand. So, but what I'm saying is that you could take that, like, so you got to decide though, like you, like I said, you're not, that's not a hammer, right? You're doing right now. It is, it's a little chisel away. Like, look, I'm letting you
Oh no,
know,
but
I'm
no,
letting
no.
you know
What the
I'm
text should
serious.
say, what the text says essentially is, if you already feel like a single mom that's not supported, then the transition should be easy. The help stops here. I'm no longer going to be around. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, that, I mean, yeah, that on the end of it makes more the I'm not going to help, goodbye. You know, if you're going to, without the block, I mean, I would definitely put that extra sentence on there, you know, to
Yeah,
kind of
there's got to
put
be the
a,
goodbye at the end. There's got to be the closure at the end. It can't just be,
yeah.
I can't just send across a little jab that says, "Hey, if you already feel like a single mom, then watch this."
Yeah, I maybe would leave I would maybe leave that out. I would say the shot, because it's only going to, you don't want to do that. You know, why even bother? What's the point of doing that? I know she's made you feel like shit right now, but there's no reason
I know. That's
to.
why I didn't send it right away either.
Yeah,
And the
I
more I
wouldn't do
think
that
about
because
it,
you'll regret it.
I
Not
know
necessarily because I don't give a shit about
it's not
not
taking the high road.
you're better than that. And there's and not that I care how she feels. I know you'll regret it. Uh, and then you might even like it, the regret might be enough that you'd even be like, maybe I'll let her. I'm sorry, I was such a dick in that last text or whatever. And then suddenly there's a dialogue that starts up again. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
that.
no,
That's what I'm more worried about.
I don't think
So,
that's gonna happen, dude. I think I'm done.
well, you need
Like
to
I
make that.
can't even like. There's not a part in me that thinks that this would ever work out again.
CB says I'm encouraging you to simp. No, it's quite the opposite. I'm telling him if he's going to, you're not listening. God, sometimes I think you like to just troll for no reason, and you just say stuff that makes is the complete opposite of what I'm saying, just to hear yourself talk. It's weird. No, I'm saying what he was doing was chiseling. I'm saying if he's going to do it,
It needs
do
to have the
it.
goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying write that extra sentence on there so there is no back, come back around to it. I'm not saying, I'm just saying you'll feel bad if you are nasty. You'll feel bad. I don't care if it makes her feel bad. I'm not worried about that right now. You're my concern. I know
Yeah.
you'll feel bad because you're a good-hearted dude. You don't want to make somebody feel bad, and then it's going to come back around, and then again, you might even say, just in a moment
Either
of
way, I
weakness.
end up. Either way, I end up looking like the asshole in this situation. She's gonna control the narrative to all the people. Like, if she goes to Scouts that is run by a family that I've known for 30 years.
Yeah,
Like the Scoutmaster is a family friend of mine that's been like, one of one of my friend's fathers when I was growing up and everything like that. And so she'll get to play the narrative to everybody around that I abandoned them and I was an asshole. So that sucks, but it is
I
what it is.
think what you need to do is, if you're going to do it, do it. I mean, you're going to send it now. I mean, we're here. You can do it now live if you want. Are you going to edit it at all from what you have, or?
I'm sick of feeling like a single mom when I have a partner. Nah, bro, that shit don't stick with me, right? That really don't.
It's not. It's. I mean, that's. So I'm not making. Hey, dude, you do whatever you want. I'm not forcing you to do nothing. But I'm just saying that if it's there and you're getting ready to send it, no better time now to.
Yep, there you go. Ahead.
All right, so I'm narrating. It looked like there was some typing going on. While you're typing, I'm going to check in over here with. Let's see if I got the phones to work.
I'm
F1,
done.
can you hear me? Wait, hold on, Frank.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You sent it?
Yep.
What did it say?
It said, well, since you already feel like such a single mom with zero support, the transition should be easy. I'm sorry this didn't work out. I love you and I can't do this no more. Send and stop sharing my location.
47 buttons to hit to turn this goddamn mic on. Hi, welcome to another Dumb Show. Welcome to issue number 108. Thank you for joining me this evening. I appreciate everybody joining and streaming on my tube. You guys know how much I love having you here streaming on my tube. It feels so good. It feels so right having you guys here. I do see in the chat that B4 was first. What up, B4? Big shout out to you for being first in the chat today. I do appreciate it, of course. I am trying to work on getting the phones up and running. So I do see Brap, Becky, Crazy Michelle, Creepy Michelle. Why are you calling her that? Everybody's saying the phones are not working. I'm trying to get them up and running as we speak. I'm a little bit in the weeds today because I was working on getting my house cleaned up and in order because it's a mess. It's just a mess. I've been totally ignoring cleaning my home. So I went ahead and did some cleaning today. So let's do a quick little phone test. Make sure these bad boys are up and running here. They're not running yet. Oh, wait, hold on. They are. Let's see. Talk. We're good to go. We got phones, baby. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. It's always good when those phones work. That always makes me happy. Damn, I love that. Speaking of phones, I just got a text message from Mikey, who we just saw in the recap, really going through it with everything going on with his girlfriend and now ex-girlfriend. You saw him in the recap actually breaking up with his girlfriend. And I just got a text message from him letting me know that he is not going to be on tonight. So instead, I'll go ahead and answer the phones. I pay for these damn phones, so I might as well answer them. Oh, somebody just hung up right as I answered the phone. Okay, perfect. Hold on. Crazy Michelle, Creepy Michelle, what's going on? Can you hear me? You're on another Dumb Show.
Hey, friend.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me? Are you hearing an echo?
Okay. I don't think so. I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. How are you? Thank you for calling. What's going on?
I was just doing a little phone check for you.
Perfect. It sounds like they're up and running and working, and I think I fixed the problem with the echo, but probably it just means you guys won't be able to hear on hold. So I don't know what to tell you. Pick one or the other. But thank you for calling and checking the phones for me. I appreciate it. I should get a phones are actually working thing. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. What's that?
Real quick, do I need to change my name to Crazy Michelle since it seems to be sticking with you?
Well, which one do you want, crazy or creepy? Because I always thought you preferred creepy over crazy. I just think I keep saying crazy. I don't know which one would you prefer.
I don't know. I don't think I'm crazy. I think.
I don't think you're crazy either. You were self-proclaimed as creepy. Just because you're.
I like creepy. I'm for sure creepy.
Okay, well we'll stick with that. We'll stick with creepy. That way, I can, I'll just try to remember it. The problem is I'm a doo-doo head and I don't remember stuff very well. So I'll just try to make sure I remember things a little bit better. How's that sound?
I'm just teasing you. Have a great show.
Thank you. Bye. All right. So Creepy Michelle it is. I will try my best to try to remember that. So, like I said, Mikey's not going to be here for a minute. I got a text message from him saying he wasn't going to be here. I don't think I got to actually say why he was running late. So it's not that he won't be here at all. He's just running late. And his answer, his reason as to why he's running late, here's the text. Running late, hot neighbor, puppies, and weed going on. So guys, it's been a quick turnaround for old Mikey. Apparently he's already got his eye on his neighbor, who's apparently good looking, has some puppies, and there's some lavender flowing. So good for my dude. And I appreciate Mike, I'm just glad whenever you're here, dude. You live your life, my dude. So if you're over there toking on some lavender, playing some puppies with a hot chick, hey, who am I to stop you? Don't let me, you do your thing, dude. I see in the chat there, Blue Wolverine said, I need a mic check broken emoji, broken mic check emoji so you can tell the difference in the mic or the phone's not working. Yeah, oh, I see. Oh, yeah. See, there's a broken mic and a broken phone, but they're a little bit similar. So I think that's you're right. I do need to work on that, Blue Wolverine. That's a good point. I do need to fix those. The mic problem is, so the dipshit doo-doo head mic problem, that's fixed. The problem is, like, I got 4 different connections to work, and one of them runs, there's a cord that runs between here. You can't really even see it. Kind of can see it. No, you can't reach. It doesn't fit in the camera. Anyway, there's a cord that runs from behind me to next to me that and able to get up and go up and down the steps. I got to step over this stupid cord. So I usually just unplug it at the end of the show. If I don't put my whole studio away, I just unplug that. And apparently yesterday I unplugged it and shut the whole thing off. So sorry guys, I'm a dude head. Speaking of people who, oh wow, holy cow. Crooked Orchids just gifted 5 another Dumb Show memberships. One to Falcor, Marty Miller, Curious George, Amy, and Sexy Mexi Melt. All were lucky enough to receive official Another Dumb Show memberships. You're now an official member of the League of Dummies. Welcome to all 5 of you. I believe most of you already were, but now you have your gifts turned on and you ended up getting some free memberships. I do have a little update actually regarding all of that. I have gone ahead and I adjusted some of the levels here available for us. I don't know if you guys recognize this or not, so I figured I'd give you guys a heads up and let you know. I do have a new membership level availability for everybody. We have, oh, whoa. I think one of the dogs just knocked something over. That was crazy. I don't know what the hell just happened here. That was nuts. Anyway, there are new membership levels. Right now we have the official League of Dummies membership level. That's $1.99. That's the one that's been the standard for a while. That gets you guys your loyalty badges, your emojis, and of course, the official League of Dummies always get their comments read first, just like Falcor. She put up a little bit of love and a heart for Crooked for handing out memberships. Now, there is a small change to the membership levels. I was doing some math and the amount of time spent working on the show and then amount of time spent with doing after shows and things like that. And I did a lot of math and where I'm at in income and things like that. In order to keep the show up and running, I do have to offer different membership levels in order to keep things running smoothly and affordably into the future. So right now I've created 3 different tiers. The first one is the official League of Dummies. That's $1.99 a month, and it's getting you everything you've already had except one thing. In order to have access to the members-only live streams, that is now for Super League of Dummy members, and that's that's $1 more a month now. So that's a $2.99 option to have access to all the after shows. Now, tonight we're going to be doing an after show. It's Thursday Night Football, so we're gonna tonight it's just going to be the standard official League of Dummies level because that's just the way it's been in the past. But moving forward throughout the next week or two, or well, just moving forward as if I end up doing one. Well, I have a wedding tomorrow, so we'll be off tomorrow. But moving forward through Monday, and I start getting more after shows in because I actually don't have a wedding next weekend. So we can actually sit down and get some extra shows in next week. So that's the new tier levels for Super League of Dummies members. And that gets you all the same access that you had before, and now the members only live streams. And then now finally a third one for people who are my Ultimate Team Done super fans. I have now created a huge perk level for you guys where it is, you'll get all that stuff and access to the live streams. And then once I start rolling out some merchandise, because I've got some t-shirt ideas that I've been putting together and some other ideas. If you guys are Team Dumb Ultimate fans, you guys will get a significant discount on your merchandise. Now, I have not put together what that discount will be just yet. It all will be based on how much the shirts are going to cost and what how many people are planning on ordering them and getting a feel for that. So that, of course, is not something I expect a lot of people do. I expect that to really just be for people who are ultimate, like I said, super Team Dumb Ultimate fans, and they've been there for a while. And wow. Already right off the bat, Creepy Michelle rolls in with our first upgraded membership. She is a Team Dumb Ultimate fan. Thank you very much. That actually almost got me choked up. I was a little. I knew I was kind of throwing a big one out there with that one because it's not it's a big ask I think for a lot of people. So I don't expect a ton of people do it. So just to see one person do it right off the bat is. It's very humbling, and I'm overwhelmed by it. So I do appreciate it right off the bat. Thank you so much, Creepy Michelle. 2 for 2 tonight on some awesome stuff. A phone check and then the first upgrade. I tell you, it's fantastic. But like I said, don't feel upset If you've not already upgraded tonight, I will be definitely making sure, like I said, if you're just an official member, not just, if you're one of the official members, our original base tier, you guys will still have access tonight's after show. It is going to be, I'll be honest with you, tonight's spend your money wisely. Tonight is probably going to be heavily driven by Monday Night Football and going to be a lot of football talk there. So be prepared for that. But speaking of the chat, oh, shoot. Look at that. Secret ADS Mod also upgraded their membership to a Super League of Dummy members. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Austin, Austin Miller, my dude, has also upgraded to a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate that so much, dude. That is my daughter's boyfriend, too, so that's even cooler. He sent me a text. I feel bad. He also sent me a text. We talked yesterday. I think this was last night. We talked about the sheath underwear, where you put your franks in a little pocket and then you put your beans in a little pouch, so you have total separation from your boys and your guy to keep them all from chafing up against each other. Well, I got a nice text message from Austin letting me know that he has already been wearing the sheath underwear and he highly recommends them. So I will definitely have to do that. Brap is asking, how much is the ultimate? I believe when you upgrade, all you have to, you just go over to the join thing, just like you would normally do. You hit join and then it gives you the different options. And like I said, base tier is what guys have already been doing, $1.99 a month. Second tier, $2.99 a month, and that gives you access to the live shows. And then the last one is $9.99 a month, and that's just the Big Daddy one that just helps support me and Another Dumb Show in a big way to, just to make sure that we can keep this rolling for a long time, guys, because this ain't cheap and wedding season's ending, so we got to keep this thing up and rolling. You know what I'm saying, guys? Having said that, I would like to offer a small apology. Not really an apology. But no, I feel bad. Yesterday, I feel like I went a little hard on old Vanilla Charlie. And after we were giving him a hard time for being in the chat. Hold on one sec. Oh, wow. Speaking of that, Scott78, he's just upgraded his membership to Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that so much, my dude. I did forget, I believe I mentioned these guys. They are monthly, so keep that in mind. Back to Vanilla Charlie. Yesterday, I gave him a very hard time for commenting excessively, what I found to be excessively, about his ban from the Aftermath. He was in a 30-day ban from Rover's Morning Glory's after show, The Aftermath, that's run by my dude Charlie. He got banned for 30 days, and he then wrote a letter to get his ban lifted, and I believe had another 30 days added, something along those lines. And I had to put myself in Operation Icebox because I was starting to get mad because there was conversation. I was trying to talk about one thing, and then the conversation happened to be all about or a few people, not everyone, but just enough that it was kind of clogging up, and I couldn't really read comments about what I was talking about, and I was getting gummed up with the Vanilla Charlie chat, which is funny. I got a comment. That's what he got blocked for. I found out what the reason was why he got. I did some investigative research, and I was able to find out why he was banned. And it's funny. I got a comment from Jonathan who says, it's crazy. The reason you're getting mad is the exact reason Vanilla Charlie's in a timeout on the Aftermath. And I agree. I feel like it's the exact same thing, guys. So it's a little bit crazy. Holy cow, dude. I'm turning over and looking at this. Nugget Man just upgraded to a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Lisa is now, she's new and she's welcoming herself to a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Thank you very much, Lisa. And Blue Wolverine has also upgraded his membership to a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Wow, you guys are, thanks. You guys are awesome. You guys are really freaking cool, man. Thank you for all your support. And it really makes me dedicated to doing this. Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay, there's another one. Drew S is now a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. Secret ADS Mod has upgraded even more to become a Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. So, trying to hold it together, guys, because I don't want to. Because I feel like if I start crying right now, the waterworks are really gonna go. Lady Di is an official member for 1 month, so thank you very much. I'm trying to hold it together because it's I really wasn't expecting that, guys. So thank you very much. Another thing I was not expecting was the phone call I got today. What an awesome phone call I got today. This one might even get me choked up. I got a phone call from my daughter today, and it was such a cool phone call. She had gone over to my mom's house. And if you guys know, I've Brap says we need a dumb cry counter. I'm good. I'm trying to pull it together. I really am. I was not expecting this. I really was not at all. So thank you so much. But the thing was so great. The phone call I got today, my daughter went over with with Austin, who's in the chat there, and they went to go help my mom move some stuff in her house. And I've talked in the past about my mom and some of her struggles with it's the best way to put it. Just kind of keeping up with her home. It had kind of gotten a little bit out of hand. I don't want to use specific words because it makes her very upset when I use words to describe her home, but there were just times where her home had kind of gotten a little bit out of hand and wasn't quite as clean as you would prefer it to be. So my daughter went over there today, and to the point where, Mom, I'm going to end this on a good note, so don't be upset. But there's been times where I walked into my mom's house and I just couldn't breathe. The smell was kind of bad. And it was when she was in a real down time in her life. Things were, wasn't looking good with her paying some bills, and she just was not sure about how her future was going to work. And she was just kind of in a downward spiral and was letting things go. Since then, she's gotten some assistance and was able to pay her bills well, and she's doing great. And I'm very, very happy for her. And now it turns out even better news. When Keely and Austin went over there today, the house was clean. Her kitchen apparently was the way these houses are set up around here, there's basically just two rooms downstairs, and then a little tiny laundry room. Oh, quick little shout out to Amy, who has upgraded her membership to a Super League of Dummy members. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Amy, seriously. So my mom is doing very well. We got these two little rooms. We got a kitchen and then a living room, which I'm in here, and then a little tiny laundry room. And apparently my mom has gotten her kitchen clean. She's gotten her living room clean. You can walk through it. It doesn't smell. It isn't a bed of roses in there by any means, from what Keely said, but it's like a normal house now that maybe just could use a little upkeep, or a little bit more upkeep, which is great news considering where she's been. So I'm super happy for you. So Mom, I don't know if you're in the chat tonight. Good job. I'm super happy for you. We all are very proud of you. You've taken some serious steps forward over the past, few months, and we've all noticed it, and it's good stuff. So good for you. Keep it up, Ma. Let's see. God damn, I'm all emotional now. I knew that story about my mom was going to be emotional, but then just leading up to it, with everything that's happened with you guys, so many people becoming Team Dumb Ultimate members, I'm a little surprised. So, CB, if you're wondering what Ultimate fans are, it's a new tier level. I've changed the tier levels for the League of Dummies. I'll recap it here in a little bit, but I pretty much just did it a little bit ago, so give me a little bit. I think you might have just gotten in a little bit late. Let's see. I do have a email here. This one's from Jane 2.0. Jane says, Dumb, I wanted to write and tell you not everyone hates B Dumb. I think she gets a lot of flack from the chat, but you clearly care about her. I actually like B1 and always have. She makes you happy, and that's all that matters. I can see people are getting under your skin recently, and I don't blame you for getting mad. I hope you see not everyone is against B1, and I'm on your side. I wish you the best of luck. I also wish Mikey the best of luck. He should spend some time focusing on himself and not jump into anything right away. Anyways, love the show. Well, apparently that did not exactly work. And a huge superfan donation in there from Blue Wolverine, who wants me to go get my mom some flowers. You know what? That's a great idea. So I'll get her some flowers. I'll take them over there, and maybe it will smell like a bed of roses over there. How about that? But back to what Jane's email said. Mike needs to spend some time focusing on himself and not jump into anything right away. Well, I'm looking here down in my corner, and I don't see my main man back yet. So apparently He's enjoying his time with the puppies, the lavender, and the hot neighbor. So good for him. I hope everything goes well for him. But I do hope we see him tonight. I mean, it's a big football night. We got an after show to do. We got a lot going on. I got a billion things to talk about tonight. Last night, last night we had CB, I accidentally clicked the thing about ads. I don't know how to turn it off right now, but they're going to run every 30 minutes for tonight. I don't know how to turn them off, so I apologize. I'll go back and fix that, but tonight it's going to run every 30 minutes, so I apologize. I forgot to mention that too. That is not an ongoing thing. I tick the box before I hit save, and it's so deep in all the settings, I don't even have time to go fix it. So maybe during the break I can fix it, but for now, there's going to be at least one every 30 minutes. Trust me, that won't be ongoing because that would drive me crazy, especially if I was a member. Anyway, last night we talked about the looting that was going on in Philadelphia due to the the dropping of charges on Mark Dial, the police officer who killed a guy. I probably should know the name of the guy who actually got killed. I think it was Eddie Azarian. I'm not sure exactly his name. That probably would make more sense and focus on that part of the story. Irizarry, that's how you pronounce his last name, Eddie Irizarry. That's the guy who was killed by police officer Mark Dial in Philly. And last night and the night before, there was a bunch of rioting in Philadelphia and the central city area of it. And we talked about the social media influencer Meatball, and we played the video of her going crazy with and inciting a bunch of people to go loot stores. In fact, here, I'll just pull that video up so we can talk in case you missed it last night. This is, wrong button, sorry guys. This is Meatball. Where'd she go? Here's Meatball. Here's Meatball outside of what looks to be some sort of mom and pop liquor store in Philadelphia. And here is her talking about, basically just inciting a riot. I missed that last night. She said, throw the liquor out here. So that line right there, actually, where she said that right there, where she said, throw the liquor out here, that might actually be what has gotten her into a lot of trouble. So here it is again.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
So there's her. That's the gist of it. You can see what she's doing right there. Wow, Brap. Holy cow. Brap is a Team Dumb Ultimate fan, even though I put him in timeout yesterday. Thanks, homeboy. I appreciate it, dude. Good looking out, brother. Back to Meatball. She is now facing 6 felony charges for her involvement in Tuesday night's looting mayhem. I found this picture to be... Now, you don't want to really rain on anyone's parade, I guess, too much. But you know what? I actually don't feel too bad for her. She dug her own grave on this one. There she is. That's her mugshot. If you notice, I'll zoom in here. She is crying. Despite being on video, clearly asking everybody to do the thing that she's crying about being arrested for. I'm not sure what she thought was going to happen, especially after what we just saw with Kai Cenat, that other guy who was out on, I don't even know, somewhere in New York doing that, whatever it is. He was doing some sort of giveaway and incited a riot. So, and that just happened. So if you're in this world of YouTube and in Instagram and influencer crap or whatever, you start to become aware of all these other people. So there's no way that Meatball didn't hear about what happened with Kai Cenat. That's a bunch of horse crap. I don't believe that for one second. So her actual name is Deja Blackwell. She tried to give her own side of the story on Instagram today, and I pulled those videos, but for whatever reason, for God knows what reason, they kept importing with her talking like this, and when she would describe what happened, it would be in real slow, and even when I tried to speed it up, I just ended up going too fast. So there was no way to really get it figured out. So if you want to go check out her Instagram, oh, actually, you know what? I got some of this here right from her. So here's her Instagram. Where's there no sound here? Why is there no sound on this bad boy?
Never been through nothing like that ever in my life. I don't even know what happened. Like, I need some sleep. I'm scared. I'm traumatized. Never again in my life. Like, seriously. I'm tired. I love y'all. Ain't nothing. They put the cheese sandwiches up in the vent just so the air could stop coming in the cell. Like, packages will be going out.
So here's her. It kind of then now we're stuck on her. Everybody, there's T-shirts being made of her mugshot already. There's all kinds of different. So the reason I bring well, no, don't do that. The reason I bring that up is because I bring her back up again is because of what I'm seeing. Like, I'm glad to see that she's facing all these felonies because, you know, it was the worst thing they could be doing while there's people out there actually trying to protest something that went wrong. They are, or an incident that occurred, not something that went wrong, an incident that occurred. You know, so out there causing riots and asking people to break into liquor stores and stuff like that. So I'm not happy, or I'm not surprised, or I'm happy to hear that Meatball is facing all these felony charges. But the thing that I kind of notice about it that is frustrating me is now she's actually trying to profit off of it and actually is going to profit off of it. She's put out her Cash App for people who want to send her money. So if you want to send Meatball some money, there's her Cash App right there, which is crazy to me that people want to give this girl money for going out there and inciting riots. And while especially the video that we played, where they're not like getting some sort of major corporation. Certainly that doesn't make it okay. Even like I said last night, but Mikey brought this up too. The little mom and pop guys. That's a little mom and pop store that they're ripping apart. That sucks. That sucks. Although I got to say, the little mom and pop store next to me, the lady that runs it drives a really nice Mercedes. So I think some of those mom and pop store people are doing just fine actually. So let's see. Scott78 gifted 5 another Dumb Show memberships out. Way to go, homeboy. Andy09 got one. No Outlet Live, that's PDJ, got one. CP Nelson got one. Suzanne got one, and Nathan was also gifted a membership by Scott78. Now, this is probably the best time to make sure you have your gifts enabled because people are handing out gifts at that time of the month. I believe we started back up right around now, and I created about 2 or 3 months ago, and I created the memberships, right around that same time. So people were signing up, and I think people's memberships were wrapping up and all that good stuff too. So I don't know how the gifted memberships work. I think it's a tiered level thing. So if they're being gifted the original $199 official League of Dummies membership, that tonight will gain access to the after show. But moving forward, there are 3 tiers. The middle tier will have access to the after shows. And then that third tier is just, you'll have access to everything. And then once we have some merchandise, which will be coming eventually, we'll be able to, I have some designs. That's why I say eventually, because I have a few designs that I'm working on, and I just can never make a decision on any of them. And we'll get into part of why that probably is later on. But so once that, and the reason I bring up t-shirts is so that third level, if you become an Ultimate Team Dumb member, that's really just showing that you super want this show to succeed and you really want to help financially support me moving forward. And then you'll have a discount on any merchandise that I release moving forward. So those are the 3 tier levels, CB. Commence with the trolling. So Meatball, I'm happy to see that she spent a little bit of time in jail, and it looks like she could potentially be seeing more. And now, I don't, like I said, I don't understand people supporting this behavior, especially financially, and then like putting it on, trying to turn her into some pop culture icon or whatever, or urban culture icon where, you know, they're putting her face on T-shirts and stuff like that. And she's not special. She's not out there some sort of freedom fighter or justice warrior or whatever. She's a piece of garbage that was standing on a street with her phone yelling, "Everybody gotta eat, throw out the liquor." I mean, she's a piece of crap. Screw that girl. So I'm looking forward to see her spend a little bit of time in jail, or she'll probably get some massive fines or something like that, but who knows. You know what it reminds me of? People who like the Joker. What is with that? I don't understand that. Like, again, I'm people think because I love Superman, I don't like Batman, but I don't understand, why does everybody like the Joker so much? He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He's bad. Why do you like the bad guy? It doesn't make sense to me. What's cool about liking the bad guy? Like, I understand some people are into the macabre stuff, and I may have mentioned this before, but it never makes sense to me, the people who are like, I love Michael Myers. I think Jason's cool. Mass murderers in movies, it's weird. Like, what's cool about that? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like Walter White, I don't know, like, he killed for his family in Breaking Bad and like made meth and stuff that I guess maybe caused people to die, but he was a cool character, I guess, at least. The other two aren't real cool. They wear a mask and move slowly and hide in closets and cabins and kill pretty girls. What's so cool about that? Not really sure. Oh my gosh, Scott78 is just handing them out today. He said B4 was able to get one. Knives was able to get one. Selena S was able to get one. Jeremy Novak and the Average Savage all were gifted official Another Dumb Show League memberships by Scott78. So thank you very much, Scott78. I appreciate the support, my dude. Very much. I mentioned people being in prison. And by the way, still no Mikey down there. I don't see him. So things must be going well over there. Speaking of that, I got to get ready to start the football ready here. It is Thursday night. It's on Prime. I always forget that, so I got to get that ready so I don't miss out on the football, because we will be talking some football. But before we do that, I got another story about somebody who was or still is in prison, but will be getting out earlier than expected. Are you guys familiar with Gypsy Rose Blanchard? This is the girl who she got convicted of second-degree murder in connection with the death of her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. I'm sure you guys have probably seen the Netflix movie, and I think there's been a slew of movies about her and her boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn. If you've ever watched any of this, if you have not ever watched any of the Gypsy Rose Blanchard documentaries and or Netflix shows or whatever about her, I highly recommend going back and watching it, because her story is so crazy. This was the girl, I'm trying to remember there's so many layers to her story. Her mother was really abusive and overbearing, and I believe also her mom forced her to be disabled for years and held her hostage, tied her into a bed to help her escape. And then, Gypsy started an online relationship with this Nicholas guy. And then basically talked him into, allegedly, they got convicted of it, talked him into killing her mom. So the two of them got into trouble. I think he ended up, he stabbed the mom, if I remember correctly. But apparently, Gypsy Rose is going to be getting an early prison release. She's going to be getting out this year. She's been in there, she's been serving her 10-year sentence, and this has been going on since 2016. So it'll be 7 years, 7 out of her 10 years she's served, and then she's going to be getting out. So very interesting to see what happens with her. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm just getting this game ready to go so I know when we're ready. I think we're already probably up and running. The game's going to be running here in a little bit. Perfect. Looking forward to tonight's game. We got the Lions and the Packers. I need to make a decision real quick. I am on the fence. Maybe you guys can help me out. Um, Scott78 says we need new up icons for upgrades. You're damn right I do. I absolutely need to get that worked on for people who are ultimate members and things like that. I got to fix all that up. So I just haven't had time to do it. So real quick, I'm wondering, any little feedback? Should I start Jordan Love tonight, or should I start Lamar Jackson on Sunday against the Browns? So Jordan Love's facing the Lions tonight, but the Lions are. Oh, that was a super fan donation from Scott too. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Right on. The Lions are. They may have a good chance tonight to get some sacks on Jordan Love and really affect the passing game, because David Bakhtiari, their left tackle, just got put on injured reserve. I believe their left guard is out as well. So the whole left side of their offensive line is backups tonight, which could lead to a disastrous night for Jordan Love. So I am really on the fence, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to. Oh, wait, hold on one sec. Blue Wolverine said, okay, I had another dumb show. This is ADS, but the ads are way too much. That is 5 already. I am out. We'll be back and fix it. Hold on. Let me fix that right now. Hold on one sec. Hold on. That's ridiculous. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Give me one sec here, guys. Hold on one sec. In the meantime, we'll pull up Frank. F1, you're on another dumb show. What's up, bro?
Dumb, brother. I don't know. Everything I heard is Jordan Love's supposed to light it up.
You think he's going to light it up tonight?
I don't. Everything I've heard said he has, and then you gotta remember that Lamar's going against Miles, and
You're right. That was my original decision.
That front four of the Browns. Man, I think the Browns are gonna destroy.
You think they're going to destroy the Ravens?
Baltimore offense. Offensive line, anyway.
I think hold on, Frank, real quick. I think I fixed the ad thing. I was able to dig into it and find it real quick, actually. It was actually way easier than I thought. So that ad thing should be fixed. So somebody send Blue Wolverine a message in the Discord and tell him it's fixed. B4 said she's gotten no ad. So I have no idea why some people are getting a ton and other people are getting a bunch. I have no idea how that works. So I apologize, Frank. Browns, going back to the Browns. I'm worried. I sat Lamar. Hold on. I sat Lamar and put Jordan Love in, but then all these revelations came out about the offensive line today, and it really freaked me out. So I was like, shit, I should sit Jordan Love and play Lamar Jackson, even though he's facing the Browns. Now, you think that's a bad move?
I don't know that I would do it. I mean, look at the first 3 games of what the Browns have done to offensive lines. I mean,
they are the number 1 defense in the league. No snaps inside the 10-yard line.
You're gonna be screwed. Yeah, the Browns are gonna tear up the the Ravens' offensive line.
Well, we'll see. I'm not sure.
So your bet's gonna be on what Jordan Love's gonna do.
Well, it's more about whether or not he can survive Aiden Hutchinson and the rest of the defensive line from the Detroit Lions, because I know they're going to know that the line is hurt, so they're going to be pressuring that side, which could be a problem. I don't know how. I mean, Jordan Love also I realized too. I did a little math and did some stat research. He's actually only had most of his yardage in the last game, so he's really only moved up to the spot he's at because of the last couple games. So I think I need to switch it. I think I'm switching it, and I think I'm going to go to Lamar. I think I'm going Lamar, dude. I think you have changed my mind, and I'm going with Lamar. I'll be changing it real quick before the game starts.
If Jordan Love blows it up, are you going to give me $5?
Well, no, I already have Jordan Love in. You'll owe me money. Because I'll have my.
I thought you said you were switching it.
Like I said, I'd already switched Jordan Love in as a starter, and then I found out about the injuries today, and so now I'm getting ready to switch back Lamar.
Yeah, so you're putting Lamar on.
Yeah.
So if Jordan Love blows it up, dude, I'm just fucking with you. Like I'm never gonna get $5, either one of us, either way. You know what I mean?
All right, dude. Well,
But I bet you Jordan Love blows it up, and man, I really hope the Browns destroy Lamar
Is it
Jackson.
too late to change my roster? Did I blow it? Is it too late at this point? It doesn't seem like it wants to let me change it. I might have missed my
Wouldn't that
window
be
here.
typical dumb fashion?
That would be typical dumb to be a day late and $1 short. So, all right, man. I'll let you
love
go.
you, brother. Man, have a good one.
I appreciate you calling in, bro. Thank you so much. You know how much I love when everybody calls into the show. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I'm trying to change this and won't let me do it. I don't know why it won't let me do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm in my roster. I'm in my team. And apparently we've hit the window and I'm not able to do it. So, anyway, a little more interesting news. Yesterday, I think we might need to start doing daily updates. And by the way, still no Mikey. No Mikey down there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's waiting for the game to start and that's when he's going to go home. I wouldn't be surprised. I know his life does revolve around football, so maybe even his love life or his newfound. Now, I do have to say, do you think it's a little coincidental that he ran into a new person already and he's already going over to their house? Or has Mikey been in this new place, seen this new neighbor, maybe ran into her a couple times and said, wow, not bad looking, maybe thought to himself another option there, might realize that this person burned, just caught a whiff, so knows that this person's down or whatever. Nugget Man says, Mikey's having a lot of fun. So I'm not sure what's going on with Mikey. Oh, by the way, I missed Irish Ronnie. Welcome. You are an official League of Dummies member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my dude. Hold on one sec now. Yeah, Mikey, do you guys think this is a total coincidence? He just happened to run into a girl with a puppy and all this stuff just the day after he sends the breakup and the stop sharing location? That's crazy. That's a crazy little situation. Now, Brap is suggesting he's actually banging his ex, just like the quote work call the other night. Now, he did tell a little fib yesterday, and we called him out and caught him telling little fibs. But I don't know. I don't know why he would need to lie about this. I mean, why would he go through the whole thing of doing the breakup again and then do a fib about this? You know what I'm saying? I hope he's not fibbing. I hope he's doing the thing that he's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? The puppies and the lavender, or what he says he's doing. By the way, okay, so speaking of crazy people, me and Mikey, there's another crazy person that we're officially going to have to keep doing updates on every day. We talked yesterday and maybe a couple days before about, and I know this really is about a football player, but it's not really a story about football anymore at this point by any means. So the Las Vegas Raiders defensive lineman, Chandler Jones, who, you know, I watched the Pat McAfee show today, and they were saying Pat was saying how it looked like Chandler Jones might be, based on his stats, one of the best defensive linemen in the history of the sport. I haven't looked at those stats, but I know that he used to blow games up for sure. So it's sad to see him not on the field right now. So you hope to see him back out there playing soon. But whatever is going on with him right now, he took to Instagram again this morning. And I don't know what's happened since this. He was supposedly going to delete this tweet. It was a live broadcast of him just sitting around a fire, burning stuff and talking. And at one point, he brings up... what's his name? Aaron Hernandez, the former New England Patriots tight end, who got arrested for murder and then put in jail and subsequently took care of himself. Now, unalived himself. I believe that's the way you say it on YouTube to make sure that it still happens. I got this video. I was able to find a portion of this video where he talks about Aaron Hernandez and brings up the Raiders coach, Josh McDaniels, who used to play or coach for the Patriots back when Aaron and Chandler Jones were with the Patriots. So I don't understand exactly what Chandler Jones is talking about here or what he's alluding to, but it's a very interesting video and sad at the same time. So here's our new daily update for Chandler Jones.
Wait, they don't know what happened with Aaron Hernandez and Josh McDaniels. All right, y'all thought Chico killed himself in jail? Y'all thought my Chico killed himself in jail?
Man, this is one of the baddest dudes on the planet right here. He'd run around anybody.
Oh.
Power rush him, speed rush him. He could do it all. And now we're looking at just we're looking at like a shell of a man at this point. What is going on with this guy? And it's just, it's so easy to say CTE because all these dudes like, Antonio Brown has like reached out and said, "Oh, we should do a CTE podcast or whatever." Haha, very funny, Antonio. No, it's not cool at all. I don't think that's funny that he's suggesting that. I feel really bad for Chandler Jones, and I saw there are some actual athletes that aren't complete dipshits and said that, like Robert Griffin III, said that people really need to reach out to this guy at this point and try to find out what's going on with him. I mean, because this dude's losing it. He's totally losing his mind. People. Here's just I can just kind of show you a little bit more of the video here. It's just him.
We're all about safety here.
See, it's just him out there the whole time, and it's kind of a crappy video because it's dark, but it's just him. He's out there for so long. He does a 24-minute video that starts in the dark, and as he goes along, the sun's coming up. That's how long he's out there for, just recording himself. Until the sun's fully up and he's still burning. God, who knows what this is? These blankets. I mean, what is this guy doing? So hopefully he'll get some help. Because even though he was already institutionalized, it looks like whatever they did wasn't enough. And now he's out there burning blankets at, who knows, 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock when the sun's coming up there. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, that guy needs some help. I hope they are able to get him checked out. But in the meantime, we'll definitely check in every day with him, and we'll see what's going on with old Chandler, because it's a sad story. And I laugh at it, but I genuinely like feel bad for this dude because he's losing it. He's losing it, and he's one of the most talented people in the sport at what he does. Sucks. You know what he really needed? I think if he would have just gone and gotten himself one of these, he would actually be just fine. Here it is. This is an alligator that somebody tried to bring into a Phillies game last night. His name is Wally. Wally is a emotional support alligator who was denied in a Wednesday's Phillies versus Pirates game. The fan who tried to bring him in was a guy named Joey, Joie, Joy Henny. Arrived at Citizens Bank Park, walking Wally on a leash, claiming that the nearly 5-foot alligator is his service animal. An alligator is his service animal. So he was denied entrance because only certified service dogs or service dogs in training for guests with special needs are welcome. All other animals are prohibited. So if you're trying to go to a Phillies game with your mini horse or your mini pig or your alligator, you are not going to be able to get into the game. So keep that in mind the next time you're trying to go to a Phillies game. I think was that Becky or B4? I can never remember which one of you guys is our Philly person over there. I apologize if I'm mixing you guys up. Oh, hey, I'm noticing down in the corner. There he is. He's here. My main man Mikey's in the house. What's up, bro? How are you?
Hello.
That was quite a smile he has on his face. All right, so I tell you what, it's actually about that time. What we'll do, we'll take a quick break. When we come back from break, we'll talk about some of the stuff we have going on. There's some other stories in the news we want to talk about. Some stuff that you actually brought up last night.
Game changer. Did you guys know that there's Uncrustables with honey now?
Like peanut butter honey, or what do you mean?
Yeah.
Peanut butter with honey in it and all.
Hang on. Yeah, bro.
The cat just knocked something out?
Yeah, the cat did. But yo.
Peanut butter and honey spread. Oh, so it's not, just straight peanut butter and honey, no jelly on wheat bread.
No, And it's on wheat bread, dude. 6 grams of protein. I'm about to start eating these by the box, homie.
Oh, that sounds awful. It doesn't sound appealing at all. That sounds, well, maybe with
God,
a banana.
dude,
Maybe
you
with
and
a
your American cheese hating ass.
maybe the banana or something to offset that, because I feel like that's just too much.
No, I can't eat bananas, homie. I'll die.
Why, you're allergic to bananas?
Yeah.
How many things are you allergic to? Bees,
I'm
bananas?
allergic to life. I'm allergic to life.
All right. Well, we'll come back and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We'll get an update on everything that's been going on with you over the past. Sounds like you've had an eventful 24 hours. So we'll come back. We'll talk about that. In the meantime, guys, I saw somebody in the chat complaining, saying that there weren't enough likes. And I haven't seen how many likes there are. But I'm assuming if you guys are complaining about it, someone is. That means that you guys are not hitting those thumbs up. So take a sec if you could, especially either right now or during the break, to hit that thumbs up for me. Again, I want to give a special thanks to everybody tonight who has taken a moment to, well, first off, if you are a new official League of Dummies member, I want to thank you. If you have joined our new levels, I want to thank you even more. We have different tiers for our memberships now. If you're just tuning in and you didn't get a chance to see or hear me talk about it earlier on, our original official League of Dummies membership, the $199 membership, still stands. That will get you loyalty badges and emojis, and of course your comments get read first, just like Creepy Michelle. She says, if I win my parlay tonight, Uncrustables are on her. Hell yeah. Oh, I got to get my bets in too. I got to start putting one of those together, so I got to get the break. So again, 3 tiers now. First one, get you everything you already had except access to after shows. If you want access to the after shows now, you have to move up to become a Super League of Dummy members. That's $2.99 a month, and that gives you all the original stuff and access to the after shows. Tonight's after show will be available for everybody who's on the original first tier, but moving forward, you'll need to be on the second tier to have access to the after shows. And then, of course, there's the third tier for people who are Team Dumb Ultimate fans and just want this to succeed, want another Dumb show to succeed, want me to be successful, and this is honestly the ultimate way to help support another Dumb show. So to everybody who has signed up tonight or upgraded their memberships this evening, big ups to all y'all. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Grab your delis, get your lavender going, put those kids in the other room, put the football game on in front of them, close the door and say, learn about cover 2. Figure it out. I need to make money off of you when you become a quarterback or something like that. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hang on. There she is, right on cue. Right on cue with her trollery. I knew there would be at least one person who would run their mouth and be a snot bag about the new tiers. And of course, it was the person I knew it would be, CB. She said, yeah, at Mikey, because Mikey was talking in the chat a little bit during the break, and I was worried he was going to spill the beans on what he'd been doing the first half of the show. And I said, save it, Mikey. and then CB replied back with, yeah, at Mikey, save it. That's only for people that pay $19.99 a month for a special membership. There is no $19.99 a month tier unless I'm going to make a creative tier that's just for you. That's $19.99 a month. So, no,
it's a troll tax.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like the troll tax. That's good. That's funny. Yeah, Becky says $19.99. I thought they said it was $9.99. Yes, it is $9.99. That is her being a bellyacher. So, and just being a troll. I'm sure she's actually just trying to get under my skin because she knows I'm easily outraged.
So what? You released some tiers. We got some different tiers of memberships coming up.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier in the show, I released some tiers from my face when the amount of people who signed up for the new tiers, TIER, for the membership levels. Yeah, so there's the base level that's always been there. The only change is now if people want access to the after shows, you gotta, there's a middle level now that's $2.99 a month. So it's $1.99 a month more to have access to the after shows. And then if you're just an ultimate Team Dumb fan, and you just want to really help support your boy Dumb and all that stuff, it's $9.99 a month. And then when merchandise comes out, you will get discounts on the merchandise. Again, I don't know how much it's going to be because I don't know how much the merch costs just yet. So once we cross that bridge, we'll get to it. But just consider yourselves big fans, and it'll pay off in the end if you end up buying merch. So, Mikey, I do want to. All right, let's just quit beating around the bush. You started off the show, Mikey. You were, I got a text message right before the show. The text message from you that came in before the show made me laugh hysterically. I believe it was very short to the point. It said, running late, hot neighbor, puppies, and weed going on. So you were in a good place. You're in a good place.
I didn't know that was going to be read on the show.
Oh, yeah, of course. You didn't say it in a way that I didn't think, oh, of course. I just assumed that was going to be read. What else was I supposed to? I could have not read it and just said, Mikey, instead of those three things, I could have just said, won't be here on time, good looking chick next door, and not an adult dog. I could have read it that way. Same effect, just read a different way. My bad, dude. I'm sorry. I just assumed you'd be okay.
No, you're good.
So it seems as though
well then.
You've made
interception to start the game.
Oh, by golf? Oh, there you go. All right. Well, we'll see what'll happen with my screw up with my. I forgot to put. I wanted to switch Jordan Love out and put Lamar Jackson back in because of the injuries to the Packers line with Bakhtiari being out and their guard being out. So little late now.
Christian Watson's back today too. Christian Watson's back. You're good.
Yeah, but I'm just worried he's going to be under pressure all night, and then he's not going to be first play. Look at that. He's got to run out of the pocket to his right, just like I expected was going to happen all night long, and then a drop pass. So There you go. So I'm already off to a bad
Oh
start with
man,
Jordan Love.
you're so far ahead of me again.
Oh, am I? Oh, I forgot about. I'm on
Yeah.
Prime. What are you watching on?
I'm watching on Prime too, but Prime
Oh, well then.
according
Well,
to
here, I'll
everybody-
pause it
hang
for
on.
a sec so I'm not too far ahead of you. I just paused for a blink. Where are you at right now? Tell me what you're watching.
Jordan Love escapes out of the right. Oh, wait a minute.
Were you behind? All right, we're close. We'll get back to
No,
football.
I'm not behind.
We'll catch
It's
up to
okay.
football.
Don't worry about it.
I'll pause it for a sec and then I'll catch up. So he's about. Tell me when he snaps the ball.
For 2nd and 10?
Yep.
All right, I will.
All right.
It's going to be a second. But
That's
anyways.
fine.
But yeah,
So-
so there was an old neighbor friend of mine when I used to live over on the other side of the apartment complex. I ran into her at a red light like a week or two ago, and I was like, "Oh, bet we should get up sometime." Blah blah blah. And then I happened to just like hit her up on Instagram, and she was like, "Oh, I'm over in the dog area," and I was like, "I'll be right over."
Oh,
So
okay.
I went over there for a minute.
Well, okay, hold on. So now this is a major
Snap the ball.
development here, Mikey. Oh shit, now I'm behind. Damn it.
Oh, he got sacked.
Did he? Oh shit, I'm way behind now.
Aiden Hutchinson.
What I told you was gonna happen, god damn it. Son of a bitch.
I put big money on him going under 230 tonight, so let's go.
Oh man. I haven't put any bets in or anything like that. So let's see. Nugget Man just says he sent me an email that said with a screenshot of a service animal policy at another ballpark. Well, we'll get to that. I'll read that tomorrow. I'll check that out. We'll go back to that with Wally. But okay, Mikey, now this is interesting information here. Now, from an
So
outsider,
neighbor, if you're listening, you're not
outsider-
just like the hot neighbor I went to go hang out with. It's, hey, how you doing?
well, it's okay. Okay, this is an interesting turn of events because now, from an outsider's point of view, somebody's going to say, Mikey ran into this girl 2 weeks ago. He's obviously
God.
It got
Oh,
into his head. It
God.
got
Here
into
we
his
go.
head. It got into his head. And then he said, you know what? I have this, you have this other girl you're with, who you're not happy with as it is. You've been going through all this stuff. And then you found somebody else who might be good, and then you went and made the breakup move. That's what an outsider's point of view would say at
Well,
this point.
yeah.
And then very next
it's
day,
time to speculate.
well, yeah, I mean that's what an outsider I would think. I don't know the situation,
Yeah,
but
I get it. But no, it ain't like that at all.
okay. So
I just got
You
a little
did-
overzealous in my text to you. It's an old friend. There ain't no nope, not anything I'm interested in. Like,
okay, so all right,
it goes
so
by
this is
there's
a friend tier
a
Speaking
scale.
of
There's
you-
a scale, you know what I'm saying? That on one side is crazy, the other side is hot. This
Uh-huh.
breaks the scale.
What do you
Nothing
mean?
I'm interested in.
Not either crazy
Like-
or hot, a different scale.
No, crazy and hot scale. Like she just tips the scale.
Oh, why wouldn't you be interested in that? Crazy and hot usually means eat really good in bed.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but it's just not. No, like, oh god, see, I share too much. Now everyone's gonna start speculating and shit.
Well, I just the way that it came out, like you're getting it's a new. I assumed this was a new neighbor that you just ran into like tonight, and you're like, oh, this girl's hot.
No, this
or
is
that
somebody
was-
I've known for 7 years.
Okay, so this is okay. Interesting. All right.
That don't make it sound any better.
Well, I got to tell you, if I was your ex and I heard this, I would be like, oh, he's obviously been talking to this girl. I mean, right? I mean, that's the way their
Yeah,
mind
no,
think.
that ain't-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I
you
get
say
that,
she's
but
hot.
no.
Then you say she's hot, but you're not interested in her, which is weird. What makes
You
her
know,
not,
there's like
not interested in her if she's hot? That's weird to me. Usually, if they're hot, they're at least hot.
yeah, they are hot, but they can be hot, and I'm not interested in it.
Is this person with somebody else?
Yeah,
All right. Oh
Well,
man, the plot.
and she's got a kid. We all know. No, we all know she ain't with somebody else, but she has a kid. We all know my stance on girls with kids at this point, guys.
So they're off the table at this point. No more girls with
Yeah.
kids officially.
No,
All
unless
right.
there's like a really good co-parenting situation going on. Like,
Right.
yeah, no, that's the only way.
Well, yeah, because I guess she was in a bad co-parenting situation with the dad. Not bad, just a bad situation in the sense that the guy isn't around. He's in another place. All right. So I'm trying to check in with the chat here, Mikey. Let's see.
Mikey's a scumbag, blah, 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 blah.
No, Angelina says actually watching games with you is priceless. They're commenting on the score. B4 says everybody was speculating that you were getting it on with the new neighbor. Nugget Man says you're just testing your singleness. Becky says good for you. Scrooge says chicks that are good in bed but crazy are not, in all caps, worth it.
No, they're not. They're not. I know this.
Scott78 says hit it and quit it.
There's already been.
Go ahead.
Nope.
What were you about? There's already been what? You've already been down that road, is what you were about to say?
No. There's already been a first down in the football game.
Ah, okay. So you're worried that she's watching, and you don't want it to get out that you've actually been down that road before with this girl.
No, I haven't been down that road. I haven't traveled the yellow brick road.
Oh, okay. That's an odd choice of words. Yellow brick road. Are you trying to sell me something here? Or is this a Curious George conversation that you're trying to start with me?
No, everyone's looking so far into everything. I'm too high to deal with this right now.
Nugget Man says, I think like a crazy ex-girlfriend. No Outlet Live says, Dumb is a crazy ex-girlfriend. Who knows? Let's see. Where are we at here? Carrie, I think, is having a bad night. So a little shout out to the dude, Carrie from Rochester. Dude, if you want to call in and talk it out, you know we're here for you. Always.
Therapy Thursdays.
That's right. Yeah, Therapy Thursday. We could do mental health Mondays. I know. You never know. So speaking of that, my mental health was tested the other day when my daughters, I brought her up earlier, but she helps me with the photo booth at my weddings. And she would just, casually just BSing with me and just talking. And then she said to me, she goes, I talked to Grandma the other day, and I'm really proud of her because I told her something and asked her not to tell you, and she didn't tell you, and I'm really happy about it. And I said, huh? What are you talking about? And she goes, yeah, I had a pregnancy scare, and I told Grandma about it, and I made sure that she didn't. That's what my mom's name is with the kids, is Grandma, and she said I told Grandma about it because I needed somebody to talk to about it, and I made her promise me that she wouldn't tell you about it, which puts me in a really weird spot because I want the two of them to have a relationship where they can have secrets outside of me, but the dad in me is like, and the son is like,
you come to me, kid.
Well, no, I can understand why she would go to her grandma first, or like a neutral female figure in her life, because her mom would immediately have her other grandma would immediately blah, 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 blah. I would immediately be like blah, 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 blah. So I'm sure my mom just listened and then maybe just threw out a little bit of advice here and there. But yeah, like I said, I don't know whether to be frustrated with my mom or not about it, but I'm actually kind of proud of her that she actually didn't do something that would upset Keely. She did something that would make Keely happy. So I guess in the end, it was a good thing. So, and the even better thing is she's not pregnant, thank God. Because I don't want her, she's still establishing herself. She's just gotten herself into phlebotomy school. She's going to be a phlebotomist for a while until she can, to kind of up her income level and have an actual steady job. And then
I would pass out.
Oh, touchdown. So am I ahead of you again?
Damn it. Who was
it? I actually didn't see.
Tell me it was Montgomery.
Nope, Amon Ross St. Brown.
Bet that hits me. It hits on my six.
Tell me when he's about to jump into the stands. Right before he jumps.
A 10 piece for $350. Amon Ross St. Brown touchdown. That's not Amon Ross St. Brown. Oh yeah, it is.
And 3.
Touchdown, jumps into the crowd now.
Perfect. I think I got it. Probably right on the same time now. So there we go. We're zeroed up. CB said literally approximately 0 girls would go to their dad with a pregnancy scare because they would fly off the handle and not be helpful at all. You know, I don't think I'd fly off the handle. I would just say, oh gosh, I've been there, young and done that. You know, not married, and the two of them are pretty stable though. They're both. He's got a really good head on his shoulders, and they seem to be good with money, and they seem to get along well. So they don't have like a toxic relationship or anything weird like that. And they're like any couple and have their tiffs and whatever, but they are able to talk it out pretty well, I think, for the most part. So I think the two of them have pretty emotionally matured, and they've been, at least Keely, I think, has been through a lot of bad relationships, and she's kind of learned from those, I think. So, but I think they're still learning about each other, and I don't think this would be a good time for them to have kids. And, you know, I actually had to talk with the boys, my sons, about this, and I actually don't know if I don't know that I've talked to Keely about it. But I didn't talk about them with the story, but the idea that comes from the story, there's this woman, her name is, she's 23 years old. Her name is Sheridan Logsden. She decided to bid her, quote, kid-free life adieu with a funeral-themed photo shoot. So this was a woman who wanted to not have kids. And when she found out she was pregnant, she kept the kid, but she had decided to do a photo shoot where she, hold on, let me pull up the pictures here, where it's a funeral themed photo shoot in order to say goodbye to her life with no children, because she was planning a life with no children. So there it is. She's in a black wedding gown, like with the flowers on her head and crying. There's the ultrasound showing that she's pregnant. And then now her crying again because she's having a kid. And not like a happy cry, like a sad cry, which, look at her, she's got a veil on and everything.
This is clever. I like this.
It is clever, and I get it, and I understand if you want to have a kid-free life and now it's gone. But I have to say, think about how that is going to make your kid feel down the road once they're born. They're going to see these pictures and go, wait, you never planned to have kids and you were sad that I was born? I feel like that's going to make the kid feel awful.
I have a feeling that kid's going to know that. I just have a feeling the kid will know that. Like,
what, just based on the type of mother she's going to be?
Yeah. You ruined my life, child.
Well, that's
I can be out at the club right now instead of feeding you.
Well, it's not that kids ruin anybody. I'm sure some people think that there are kids who have had their lives ruined. Carrie, let me grab you here in 1 second. I'll put you on hold. There are. Well, I had a conversation with the boys about this and said to them, you guys, because nobody had this conversation with me, and not that I regret having children, because I love my children. You guys are the best, but nobody ever talked to me and said, if you don't want to have kids, you don't have to. I just assumed that, like, you're supposed to get married and have children and do the family and the nuclear family with 2.5 kids and a white picket fence, and like that's what you're supposed to do. Like nobody ever said to me.
That's what I thought too. Like my parents had kids when they had me when they were 26. They were renting a house. Like I thought like I needed to have a kid by 26, married, buy a house by the time I'm 30. Like I had all these like preconceived notions of like the way it should have been.
Right. So do you feel like a failure because you have not hit those things? Because I do. I feel like I was never supposed to get a divorce. You know, my family fell apart. Had a kid before I was ever married. Like I feel like I am in my parents' eyes and things like that, I'm a failure because I didn't do it the way I thought I was supposed to do it. You know, that kind of nuclear family thing. So that's why I think we're more part of my
family name could die with me.
Well, I think that's the narcissism in me. I definitely did not look at that. It's another sack. The narcissism in me did not want to, there's plenty of street men that could keep I have cousins that'll keep my name going. So my name's going to keep going.
Yeah,
but
I
was one of the older ones and wanted to make sure that, just in case, you know what I mean? I got to keep it going. Like when I had a daughter, I was like, well, eventually I'm going to have a son now. I'll keep trying till I get it going, because that's just like the caveman propagate your name kind of thing in me.
Yeah, but I had the opposite feeling. Like by the time I hit 21 years old, 22 years old, like I had this like thought in my head, or I had this feeling that like if I had a kid, it would be a spawn just like me. And the
Well,
thought of that is
it's
horrifying.
it's actually pretty cool, dude, because there's a Austin can
No,
attest
I'm
to this.
talking about from the age of 15 to 30, bro. I'm not talking from the age of 0 to 15.
Well,
I was an
she's
absolute terror to my parents when I was ripping and running and using drugs, and they
yeah,
didn't know if I was alive or dead every night. And
Yeah,
I was
well, you're
begging
right.
them for money and telling them there was drug dealers that was going to burn down their house and steal their car and kill their dogs. Like, no, bro. Like,
Yikes,
I
that's
put
crazy.
my parents through hell.
Yeah, the only time I ever had an incident like that was when me and a guy that I was kind of slanging with, we got a zip fronted to us of some yay. And we went to this guy's house, his trailer with him and his wife. And we expected, and I knew what was going to happen. I knew that we were going to end up blowing this whole thing when we got it fronted. And we were going to try to work our way into getting this guy to pay for the whole thing. And he only ended up paying for part of it. And then the guy that got it fronted from, was like, oh, I think we actually told the guy, oh yeah, you buy this and we'll pay you for part of it as we do it with you. And the guy, I think him and his wife called my parents' house and were like, your son owes us money for yay. And I was like, I don't know who that is. That just must be somebody who's got a problem with me or something. I don't know what you're talking about. So I had a little tiny experience with that. But yeah, well, moving back on, we're going back to what we were saying with the kids. Keely, you don't have to have kids. I've had this conversation with my, you know what I mean? You could be one of these people. You won't, there are many, many people out there who don't like, and it's like a new thing with Gen Z, that the people who just do not want to have children. Like the perfect example, my buddy Charlie, from the old show. He has no intention of having children. I don't think his girl wants to have kids either. I think they just want to be a happy couple and never have kids or anything like that. So there are plenty of couples out there that are like that and very happy.
I don't want my kid having it. No, man. In this crazy ass world right now, with everything that's going on and the turmoil and how embarrassing this country is, like, I couldn't imagine it. I feel like it'd be unfair to bring a kid into this world right now.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't want to be a grandpa yet, so no kids anytime soon. Okay, I can't imagine being a grandpa under 50, Keely. So let's get that, Austin. Let's wrap it up, buddy. That's it. End of story. The dude has been patiently waiting on hold. I know she's having a bad night, and she's been waiting anyway. The dude, Carrie from Rochester. How are you? What's going on?
Hi, I don't remember why I called, because I just got distracted by all that, like, talking about, like, regrets and stuff, like,
Well, I saw you were depressed earlier. You were depressed. That's why I brought you up.
I mean, I'm fine. Like, I worked all day. I'm fine. And, like, I walk my dog. But, like, I'm just sad because I don't even know why. Dude, I just feel like I have, like, nothing to, like, look forward to. Like, I just feel like all I do is work and, like, walk my dog. Like, I don't know. I'm just, like, bored with
I
my
understand.
life. I don't fucking know.
Well, that's just the
Carrie,
doldrums.
I know that feeling.
That's
People
that's the
people
doldrums
like you and I get
of
that feeling all the time.
Yeah, the doldrums of being
chaos seekers.
single and working hard and trying to take care of things. You're going to go through those ups and downs of that, Carrie. You'll have a good day. Things will go good. This is just one of those bad days. It's rainy, and at least it was here. It was rainy and gross, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it was like, okay, here, I'm outside having a fire right now. Like, I'm fine, and then, dude, like, okay, so when you guys were just talking about all that, like, I wish, like, so bad that, like, I wasted, like, literally, like, half my life using. Like, it makes me so upset with myself. Did you just hang up on me? Okay.
No, I didn't hang up on you. I'm listening.
Oh no, okay. Oh no, I'm getting another call. I'm like, did you just hang up on me? Yeah, no, dude, but it makes me so sad because, like, I don't know. I just feel like I like wasted so much time.
Well, regret will eat you alive. No reason to sit around ruminating about all that. You should find the good in what you've done, and that you've overcome a pretty incredibly hard and very hard addiction to overcome. There's not many people who've been able to do that. So you got to give yourself credit for that and
Yeah,
find
no.
that seriously every day. You should look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I beat the fucking hardest. I beat shit that kills people every day. I beat it, and I
I'm
beat
like
it.
a badass bitch, but I'm
Yeah.
just insane too. And like people, I don't know. I just like, I think, I don't know. People are, I think I get a lot of flack, and like I'm a good person.
I don't. Did you? Nobody. Who's giving you flack? Who's giving you the flack, Carrie? Who's on? Is it somebody in your life or somebody in one of the chat, or what's going on?
Oh no, just like, I don't know. I don't even like going out anymore. I get overwhelmed. I'm like scared. I don't know.
Well, I
Yeah,
actually
no,
have a
I'm
story.
like, I'm still really sad about fucking like that dumbass George. I'm still really upset about that.
About
like,
what?
why did like about fucking that my ex when I left the Deer Legs? I'm still really fucking sad about that. Like 6 months later, dude. I shouldn't feel bad. Like what?
Well, everybody's different. You know, it's hard to get over people. You know how it goes. So all you got to do, Carrie, just focus on yourself at this point. You've given me plenty. I was just looking through. I have a bunch of old DMs in there and that I haven't read, and I saw that I had some from Carrie, and there were some like comments about how I should handle the situation with B1 and stuff that I found, and you know, so Carrie, take some of those things that you said to me and apply them to yourself, and you'll feel great.
Okay. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.
I love you too, Carrie. Bye.
Love you too, Carrie.
Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that Carrie's going through it. The dude.
Hey, that's the downsides of sobriety. You get bored, man. Chaos seekers. We're always searching the next type of chaos, whether it's an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend. There's just got to be chaos in our life. That's where we're most comfortable.
That's not a good thing, though. That's
No, I know that. That's why you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. She's early in sobriety right now, so it's comfortable with being uncomfortable. She don't have them White Claws or them Four Locos to take the edge off.
No, I you know what? I don't live that life, so I can't. I'm sitting here drinking my delis, so I don't know. I'm still taking the edge off, dude. So I have no reason to judge her by any means.
I see you drinking beer, and the first thing I think is that shit ain't taking no edge off.
No, it's not like you know, it's just it's beer. What are you gonna do? But going back to kind of the mental health stuff with Carrie, I actually was I have a story here that is actually no, I don't want to move it over there. It keeps tying up while I'm trying to read it. I have a story. You were mentioning yesterday the anxiety you've been going through, Mikey, and that it's been kind of overwhelming and crippling. And I kind of mentioned how I've dealt with it and stuff like that too. I found a story that says the 6 little known signs that you are suffering without realizing it, that you have symptoms of high functioning anxiety. So I have the 6 symptoms of high functioning anxiety.
Check mark for all 6 before you read it. Bang, 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 bang.
Well, actually, there's a therapist who actually released a TikTok video. He does self-help stuff on TikTok, which I think is pretty cool, actually. And I don't know what the deal is with this video. Every time this story, it keeps freezing up when I try to read it. Let's see. He's a licensed therapist. He says his name he goes by JM. His TikTok is at therapy to the point. And he goes into the 6 signs that show that you are dealing with high functioning anxiety, which means basically you have it, and you're able to get through your day without like medication or whatever, but you may not realize that you have anxiety, but these are the symptoms of it. So here we go.
6 signs of high functioning anxiety. Number 1, you have a constant fear of disappointing or angering others.
Check. That one. See, that one is like probably at the top of my list. I live in a world of feeling like I am going to let somebody down or get angry at somebody at some point. That's definitely something that not get angry at some point. Have somebody get angry at me based on something I've done to let them down or something like that. I think about that all the time. So that's a check for me.
Number 2, you're constantly planning for the worst case scenario. Number
Yes, but I don't.
Catastrophe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. I wouldn't say I plan for it because I'm not really good at taking action to plan for it, and that will come up probably later on in this list. But I'm always assuming the worst case scenario. You know what I mean?
Expect it. I expect the worst case scenario.
Yeah, like I always used to say to people, and I try not to say this anymore because I'm trying to live more of a positive vibe. Sitch, one of your guys score your fantasy team.
Nope.
A bet?
DraftKings, baby. DraftKings,
nice.
baby.
Congratulations. Did you just win a bet?
No, I'm close though.
Close. Congrats, dude. Good for you. That's awesome.
I got a 6-leg parlay, a $10 bet for $350 win.
We'll save all that. We'll talk about that in the after show because I literally.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing an after show. My bad.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I can't just announce after show new tier members and shit and not do an after show. You fucking kidding me? That would be a real dumbass.
All right.
So yeah, we'll blow through this and then we'll wrap things up and we'll get to the after show. So that one applies to me. The one we just mentioned, the worst case scenario. I'm always assuming the worst is going to happen with everything. Now, point number three.
You have a really hard time relaxing.
Totally. I am really, even when I'm when I'm rolling it up and doing all that, I have a hard time actually getting through the whole thing. A lot of times I end up putting it down and I'll just watch a Bleezy burn away because I start typing and working. Because I can't help but just stop what I'm doing for a little bit. And it's really hard for me. Like even when I play, like now, I feel like if I play a video game, I have to be recording it and getting ready to post it or something like that. I cannot just do a straight up relaxed sesh where I sit down and put my feet up.
You got ADHD, homie, not high functioning anxiety.
No, I have a hard time relaxing because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. That's what it is. I feel it's not that I'm like the TV remote in my head because I have a little bit of that.
I feel like it's more ADHD than high functioning anxiety for you, dude.
Maybe
like the hyper focus that you have and the focus on,
I was diagnosed with that and did take Adderall for it at one point, but I am not able to take Adderall because I abuse it. So that's all there is to that.
Yeah, me neither. I got diagnosed with that shit too. They were like, we can't give you nothing. I was like, I know. I'll take it all.
Yeah. No, you don't mess around with those if you have an addictive personality by any means. All right, here we go. Number 4.
You really struggle making decisions.
Big time. Mikey, are you in that boat? It seemed like you actually didn't struggle too much. You made a very significant...
Pull the trigger real quick.
Yeah, well, you said you've never done that before. That's the first time you've ever closed the door on a relationship. The first time you've ever broken up with someone.
Feels good.
Does it?
It does.
Right. That's interesting. I'm surprised to hear that. You don't feel...
Yeah, dude. Like, I dropped that hammer last night. I stopped sharing locations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was done with it. I ain't got no response. She ain't stopped sharing location. And I ain't even worried about it. Like, all day today, I had more anxiety. Like, please don't text me.
Do you think she'll show up at your house or something like that? Do you think there's a chance of that happening? Do you think this is she got the clue and she's just that's gonna wrap it up?
I'd hope so. She don't seem like that type to show up in my crib.
No, I don't know. I'm just wondering. That's why I asked. So
she ain't got keys anyway. So
all right. So you did a good job. You can make a decision. I cannot make a decision. I'm one of these people where it's time.
I'm 37 years old and just made my first adult decision. It feels like, so let's not get crazy, okay?
I mean, yeah. When I'm trying to go through Uber Eats to decide what I'm going to eat, it takes me a while. It takes me a while to do it. So I'm telling you, I have a hard time making any sort of decision. Shopping, anything. It's tough with me. All right, here we go. Number 5.
You have a tough time getting your mind to shut off at night.
No. Oh, bro. That's my worst one. Is just laying in bed, trying to stop thinking about everything. I just lay there and think. It's amazing. I would watch B1, man. She'd hit that bed and be out. And I would be like, okay. And I really literally, maybe it's because I was little and when I was little, I would get back scratches to fall asleep.
Oh, you was coddled into needing something to go to sleep.
So I really feel like unless I get a scratchy, I have a hard time falling asleep. And B1 and I used to get mad scratchies. And then she suddenly just stopped giving scratchies at one point, and I feel that was when things kind of started going downhill. when those scratchies started stopping. That's when the relationship started having its issues because I wasn't sleeping well. That's all there is to it, amongst other things. And number 6.
Number 6, you procrastinate and you only get things done at the very last minute. Big signs of
This is another one. This is another massive one for me. It's not that I procrastinate. I feel like that sometimes I have so many things that I have to do. It's a hard time prioritizing them. So maybe that is an ADHD thing. You know what I mean? Because there will be so many different layers of things that I got to keep track of.
Will you start one thing and then get distracted by another thing and start that? And then by the time the end of the day rolls around, you got 5 or 6 different tasks started. And now you're completely overwhelmed and buried in tasks that you're never going to finish. And you feel like a failure and you're going to disappoint everybody. Dude, you're ADHD, homie.
It may be. It sounds like that. It does sound like that. I don't know.
Start watching ADHD TikToks and how people deal with ADHD and the diagnosis for ADHD. You'd be really surprised.
Huh. I'll be damned. That's an interesting thing. All right. So hold on one second. So if you've watched this video and any of those apply to you, I hope that probably makes a lot of sense as to why you are fans of Another Dumb Show and your old boy Dumb. Okay. So I see there is some concern in there. I think Pat Wooey is upset about the membership thing in there and the change with the prices and everything. Irish Ronnie, he just upgraded his membership to become a Super League of Dummy members. Now, I knew this wasn't going to go over well with everyone. While I had some amazing instant feedback with it, I knew there was going to be some people who were going to be upset about it. Now, Pat Wooey has gone on to even go so far as to say that gifting memberships to people is pointless now because they won't have access to the after shows. I disagree with that. Because if nothing else, you're saving $2 a month, and there's a $1 difference then to have difference to the after show. So you actually are saving money in the end to have access to the after show if somebody gives you a membership beyond just getting it totally for free. So if you look at it that way, if we're talking about gifts, if people weren't going to be buying it anyway, you're essentially getting something for free as it is. And then if you want to upgrade it, you're saving $1. So there you go, man. It's going to be, I knew can't please everyone all the time, but you know what, guys, this shit ain't cheap to keep up and running. And I am, like I said, I want to make sure that we do keep it up and running. I want to stay consistent with it. And in order to do that, I had to kind of look for some options for a way to kind of increase the revenue to make sure that the show stays up and running. And it'd be nice to eventually, one of these days, be able to kick some dough over to my dude for spending his time here too. So, yeah, it'd be great if we could, get to the point where we can make some, once we are able to cover the overhead to make this thing run smoothly, and then where I can make a little bit of dough and cover some bills, I'd love to give you a little bit of scratch, of course. That is the goal here eventually, is to help grow the show to where you're both making a little bit of dough here. And
that sounds like a lot of pressure. That sounds like I might have to start doing actual work then.
Dude, I don't expect anybody to get rich, but I do hope, I do look at it like, hey, you know what? You're here, you're helping. At least what we can do is try to get some scratch over your way. So, but again, we'll get to that point when we get to that point. So in the meantime, I think we're going to wrap things up. I noticed that I and Mikey are both starting to get very distracted by the football game. I'm having a hard time keeping myself.
That's a big my bad problem. Like when football's on, like I can't
I don't sweat you. People understand. I think people understand that's how we work, especially when it comes to Thursday nights. That's how it goes during NFL season. We're going to switch, probably wrap things up here and then head over to the after show. Now, tonight's show, like I said, we did upgrade the tier memberships to where if you want to have access to the members only after shows, you'll have to become a super member in order to do that. Right now, if you're an official member, you will have access tonight to tonight's after show. But moving forward, in order to have access to the after shows and things like that, really just that, the live streams that I do for the members only live streams, you will need to make sure that you have moved up to a super member. That's the medium tier. It's $2.99 a month. So the original.
Oh, we can do some watch along shows for like the Dylan Dennis Logan Paul fight. Oh no, we can't because you'll be working.
For that one, I will be working, yes. But unless maybe I get home in time, because those are pretty late, right?
Yeah, usually like 11:30. We can just hop on for the main event, dude.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
at this point, I don't think Dylan Dennis is fighting. I think it's going to be Mike Perry, and Mike Perry's going to beat the brakes off Logan Paul.
Well, you know what? I actually have a video that we can. I have Logan Paul. Wait, so you don't think Dylan's going to fight? You keep saying that.
Mm-hmm.
You keep saying that. All right. Well, either way, I do have some video of Logan talking about the fight coming up. Let's see. That I have a wedding. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, you know what? That wedding is not too far from where I live. We're talking about a 20-minute drive, actually, 20, 25 minutes at the most, I think. So I don't think I might be able to make it back in time. I don't know if I've looked through the paperwork yet for that wedding. I think I just got it back either yesterday or today. So I'm trying to work my way through all of that. So let's do this. Let's wrap things up. Mikey, Scott78 said the gifts are $2.99 now. So, see, that's what I don't understand. I'm very confused. Very confused. Drew S says, another dumb show, FYI. YouTube prioritizes accounts that post regularly. Well, I do try to post daily. That's the good news.
I was about to say, you do post daily.
Yeah, and I know I should probably be posting shorts and more things, but again, I'm a one-man crew over here trying to make sure we have things to talk about for 2 hours, and sometimes posting things throughout the day is a little bit hard and very time-consuming to cut up some of these videos. Sometimes it can be very time-consuming. So, and to make them look good, you know what I mean? Because what's the point of posting a 27-minute segment? People would rather have it edited down, and or edit that down, that takes a considerable amount of time. So I understand it is for my benefit, and I do need to get more content up for Drew, but sometimes I'm here stuck in my house working all day, and I don't actually get to go ahead and do stuff like that. But a lot of the shorts you'd be getting would be me doing laundry or me doing prep for the show. That's the exciting life that I live. I you know what? I left the house to buy, CB will be very happy about this. I left the house to buy some groceries. I didn't get everything Instacarted for once. I went to
Was the app down?
No, I only go to this store because there's never a line, ever. The pet store, I don't know if it's PetSmart or
That's where you get your groceries?
Well, no, groceries for dog and cat food. That's part of the groceries for me. But so the cats have to take the specific like urinary medicine, and the dog gets the specific like toy breed food that's only sold at the pet store around the corner. So I drove there. There's never a line, and I actually left the house and bought some stuff in a store and avoided fees. So CB, if she's here, I haven't seen her in there for a minute because I was busting her balls, so I don't know if she's still here. But
she's always
she should
creeping.
be proud of me. Well, usually I don't know.
That's what CB stands for. She's a creepy bitch.
Well, I think there is, of course, a little bit of. I think there's probably some. I haven't seen the Discord, but I imagine there's probably some backlash in the Discord about the new tier levels. We don't have to. We'll get into it maybe in the after show. I don't really even care right now. I know how things are gonna go. Oh, there she is. CB said, "Fan-fucking-tastic." Another dump show.
See?
Yes. See, all right, she is in there. I love it. Right on.
I told you, creepy bitch.
Drew S says, I'm not hating my man. I use DaVinci Resolve every day. Just cut some funny bits from the show and post them as shorts. No, I do. You're right. It actually, it just takes a little bit of time. So you understand, to get a short up. It'd be easier to clipping a 1 minute segment out of the way that we do a show here sometimes is a real pain in the ass, believe it or not. So I do keep track. You know what would be a huge help? Mikey? I tell you what. But I don't want to rely on you to do it because I want you to talk. Secret ADS mod or someone, whoever is here frequently and doesn't give a shit, keep an email open and keep track of what we talk about. Because I swear to God, half the time I forget what the hell we talk about.
Bro, I don't remember shit.
That's what I'm saying. So I got to go back and I got to watch and listen to the whole show to write the description half the time. So it's a pain in the ass. It really is. It's not a pain in the ass. It's just time consuming. Very time consuming. So But I definitely know I need to do that. But if I had a
I can
log,
keep a notepad. I can keep a notepad open on my phone, and I can kind of log the show as we go story by story.
bro, you're busy banging your neighbor.
What are you talking about, bro? I ain't banging nothing. I'm banging good old righty right here.
Good for you. Are you gonna order a fleshlight?
Bro, I got all kinds of toys. Don't you?
You got? Oh, you already got. What do you got? Anal beads, like that chess player?
No, dude. I got dude. My girl, the girl I was with was addicted to silicone, bro. Like I'm talking $20,000 worth of products.
Oh, she's one of those kind of girls, like put it up against in the bathroom, like stick it to the bathroom wall and bang herself out kind of girl.
Bro.
No wonder she doesn't need you around. She's got all those toys.
No, she'd be missing out, bro. But no, she turned me on to a whole different world of like silicone and shit like that. So I got a bunch of different sleeves and different little things.
All right, on. All right, cool. All right. Well, let's do this. Wait. So you have different. All right, let's talk about this in the after show because we're not gonna be.
Yeah, this is an after show type of.
I was just saying.
Subscribe to that shit so you can hear about my sex life.
That's right. Yes. Nothing hotter than hearing a guy talk about their sex life. Ladies love that, right, CB? All righty, guys. That's gonna wrap things up for the main show tonight. Like I said, moving forward, I know it's not going to make everybody happy, but again, this shit ain't cheap to keep moving, to keep up and running, and I want to make sure that I'm consistent and can do it for you guys every day, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, as long as I don't have a wedding. So, having said that, no main show tomorrow. I have a wedding tomorrow. So we'll be back live with the main show on Monday from 7 to 9. But we are going to go live with the after show here in just a little bit. So what we'll do here is I'm going to wrap the show up, and then I will pop back on here in a little bit. We'll just do it like we always do with we'll pop the recap up. That way I can kind of get adjusted in here and kind of do some of my thing. And then we'll pop back on with the live show. We'll do a Thursday night football watch party. I got a whole shitload of videos that we'll probably dump and go through. Some actually pretty decent videos. So some stuff that we'll talk about there too. So it's not just 100% football the whole night. So because I know not everybody is a huge football fan, but hey, you know what? It's Thursday. It's football season, and Mikey and I love football. So God damn it, we're gonna watch a little bit of football and talk some football. So hopefully we'll have you guys there. But like I said, moving forward, tonight's membership level will be for everyone who's already a official League of Dummies member, the 199, the tier 1 199 level. If you move up to the second level, you will then have access moving forward to all the after shows that are coming up. And if you, just to make sure, I want to reiterate, if you are an official league member at the tier 1 level, tonight will be the last night you have access to the after shows. Moving forward, you'll have to move up to that tier 2 level. It's $2.99 a month, and it will, the more of those we have, the more I am apt to do the after shows. That's really kind of, the incentive for that. That's where it's really just chat driven, and we just, some nights are just all about the chat. Other nights we'll be watching football. It all depends on what we have going on. Another interception. Oh my God. So, I should have put Lamar Jackson in. God damn it. I knew this was going to happen. I'm so mad at myself. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up for tonight's main show. Like I said, we will be back on Monday live with the main show at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. If you've not taken a second to hit tonight's, the thumbs up on tonight's video, please do that. If you're mad at me about the tier levels, don't hit thumbs up or thumbs down. Just hit nothing for it, brother. That's all I ask. All righty, guys. That's going to wrap things up for us tonight. If you guys have been enjoying happy hour with me, you know the rules. Don't go anywhere. Stay at home. Don't drink and drive. Don't lavender and drive, all that stuff. Stay at home and just chill and relax. And I will see you guys on the after show here in just a little bit. I'm out of here. See you.